Alright students, welcome to my channel. So today we'll be learning about coordinate geometry, and usually in this chapter you will be given two coordinates and they will ask you to find a few information from the two coordinates given. And the two most common things that the question will probably ask you to find is the distance between the two coordinates as well as the midpoint. As you can see from the screen, I have given to you the distance and midpoint formula, and now let's jump straight into an example question to see how we can apply this formula in solving the question. Okay, you are given with 2 points, point P and point Q, and let's say now the question is asking you to find the distance between point P and point Q. So how would you start the question? First, you will have to assign the coordinates as x1, y1 and x2, y2. So to follow the alphabetical order, I will choose my point P as x1, y1 and my point Q will be x2, y2. Once I have done assigning the coordinates, all I have to do right now is to sub in the values into the formula accordingly. Alright, once I have subbed in the values, all I have to do is to solve the equation, and that will give me my answer as 14.9 units. And this will be my distance between point P and point Q. Alright, at this point, students, you guys might be asking me, Sir, can I assign my point Q to be x1, y1 and my point P to be x2, y2 instead? My answer to you, yes. Okay, and I guarantee you that you will still be getting the same answer, which is 14.9. Okay, alright students, now look at distance formula again. Tell me, does it look familiar to you? Does it look like a Pythagoras theorem formula to you? And in fact, the distance formula is actually come from the Pythagoras theorem, and let me prove it to you why. Okay, I'll be using the same example, just that now I have drawn in the x and y axis. And to solve this question using the Pythagoras way, first I would draw a right angle triangle between the 2 points. Okay, and to solve for the base length, I would just have to take 6 minus negative 5, and that would give me 11. And to solve for the vertical length, I would take 8 minus negative 2, and that would give me 10. And since now I have found the two lengths of the triangle, and to find the length of the hypotenuse, all I have to do is just to apply into the Pythagoras theorem formula, and that will give me 10 square plus 11 square equals to PQ square. And if I solve it, I will get my PQ equals to 14.9 units, which is the same value that I have found previously. So yeah, I have proved it to you that the distance formula is actually the same as the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, now moving on to finding the midpoint between the point P and point Q. Okay, we know that midpoint is the point that separates the point P and point Q equally into two. So I can say that my midpoint would be somewhere at this area. Okay, I call it an M, and it will separate my line PQ equally into two. So how are you going to find the midpoint? Again, the same step. The first step would be assigning your coordinates point Q and point P into x1, y1, x2, y2. And which coordinates to assign as x1, y1? It's up to you, okay? And now since we have already assigned the coordinates, all I have to do is just to apply it into the formula. Now I just have to solve it accordingly, and that will give me 1 over 2 and 3. So this is my midpoint for the line PQ. Alright students, I hope you understand what I have taught you today. So that will be the end of our video. I will see you all again in the next video. Thank you.